All right, let's take a look at the crisis in schools, and that is where secondary schools are concerned. And the secondary school heads are sounding the alarm over the possible disruption of learning as capitation challenges persist. The school heads say government is yet to disburse a 20% share of the funds for the third term as expected, and warn that they will begin to send students home for fees. With more is Brenda Wanga.
The second week of the third term of the school calendar finds school principals in a bind. Students are in school, but the funds for free basic education from government are yet to reflect in the school's accounts, and that negative bank balance is beginning to bite.
Kwa wakati huu, walimu wakuu wengi wako na shida sana hata kukaa shuleni. Baadhi ya walimu wakuu hata wanajificha kwa sababu suppliers wanawasumbua. Wakikaa shuleni bila hizo fedha kufika ni vigumu sana. Simu ni nyingi sana. Wengi wetu, baadhi yetu tunabadilisha hata simu, namba ya simu kwa sababu tunasumbuliwa sana na suppliers. Na shule kadhaa zimepelekwa kotini pia.
According to the funding policy, the national government is expected to release 50% of the funds to schools for the first term, 30% for the second, and 20% for the third term. Head teachers say the disbursements have been irregular, incomplete, and unreliable.
Even last term, what was given to schools was only 15%, and 15% remained. We are calling upon the government to make sure that the arrears that have been there, because in every year, arrears are there. The government is not paying full.
The delay in releasing the money is not only affecting the delivery of education, especially during this term when students are sitting for exams and assessments, it is also leaving schools sinking in debts. The Teachers Union, CUPET, and School Heads Associations now want the government to walk the talk on capitation and some of its policies on school fees arrears to parents.
Kuna bidhaa ambazo tunastahili tununue ili tutumie katika masomo for practical subjects. Hatuwezi tukanunua bila hizo fedha. Na baadhi ya suppliers ni wagumu sana kwa sababu shule nyingi ziko na madeni.
Principals have nothing to they must adhere to the directive of the government. But now once the parents hear that kind of directive, they don't pay a single penny. They just go to schools and demand the certificates of their pupils, their students.
The Parliamentary Committee of Education has weighed in too, asking the government to expeditiously release the funds.
But we are worried, and if you want to destroy a generation, take chances with education with that generation. I think the way the government is going is wrong. Everything now in education sector is in chaos.
The principals say if the government does not disburse the funds as soon as possible, learning in schools will grind to a halt. Brenda Wanga.